Welcome to Trevor's Barking Mad channel. This week, finally you get what I'm calling my debrief to the Crick Boat Show. Roll cinematics. Hi, so welcome to Trevor's Barking Mad channel. I'm Trevor. My Barking Mad team member, Mr. Toto, is not with me today because I've just finished a round of Amazon run, ending here in glorious Hayling Island in Hampshire, UK. There we go. Isn't that just joyous? What a view behind me. And these lucky people in these properties with that as a view. Stunning, stunning, stunning. In the distance over, well, you might just catch a glimpse in the haze of the Isle of Wight. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, it's a little bit of a sea breeze, so I'm going to face this way because I'm hoping the microphone won't pick it up then. So this week it's all about the debrief, as I'm calling it, to the Crick Boat Show. As those of you who have followed my channel will know that I've always wanted to do a Mortar to water transition in my life, so moving from my house onto a canal boat and touring the canal system of the UK. For one reason or another it's not happened. There's been several curveballs thrown at me in life, including my CLL. My treatment ends in end of October, and it depends what they're going to do then as to whether this can happen. They may stop the treatment then and leave it until it's needed again in the future, possibly 4 or 5 years, possibly longer, possibly shorter in time, or they might keep it on as a trickle treatment, which will mean something like half a tablet, 1 tablet a day. I really don't know, but it'll be a much smaller dose per day for life sort of thing, just keeping it all at bay. So that side we will wait and see. I won't know that till the end of October though. And the other thing was dear Dottie by Dalmatian Cross, and she sadly passed away 4 days before Crick, which really threw the curveball. That Crick came on with a different meaning for me this year. Dottie had been suffering with arthritis and also a back injury from a high up car I had. Both dogs suffered the back injury, but indeed, sorry, I've got a really dry mouth. But indeed, Dottie suffered the most because she was a bit older. She had Librela injections, which whilst they do a bit of good at the start, I feel they do zap the energy out of her, and in the end she was coughing and having a fit with the coughing and the breathing, so there was only one kind thing to do. But that she passed away sadly 4 days before Crick. So when that happened, it really threw another dimension into the works. First of all, I would normally leave both dogs at home, and my dear friend and neighbour Sue would kindly come over about 3 times and let the dogs out and feed the dogs for me, and very, very kind while I was up at Crick. But obviously I didn't want to leave Mr. Toto all alone in the house. I don't know how he'd have coped that soon and that early on. So I took him with me, and it was a very pleasant surprise that he was running up and down the pontoons. I really thought he was going to go in at some point, but he didn't. He went on a little canal boat trip with me up the canal, which actually took about 40 minutes. That was, he was so well behaved, just perfect, absolutely perfect. And when I viewed about 3 or 4 boats, he was jumping onto the boat to the marine handler and or the marine salesperson, and they held him while I went and had a look. Absolutely fantastic. He really seemed to enjoy it. Of course, I want to try it before I buy, so that'll be possibly the next thing. I usually hire a day boat, give things a go, and it'll be lovely for him to come along on that. Sadly, the last one people were either working or away on holiday or not able to do it, or it was too far for them to go, which I do understand, and I can't expect people, obviously they've got their own lives to lead, as have I. What I'm looking to potentially do is to put my time to good use and to possibly go on a one-day helmsman course. That way I will get a bit of a go at handling a boat. I guess you learn locks, mooring up, etc., tying knots, as will other people that go on the one-day course also, because it's not just one person. I think there's about 4 or 5 people who go on the course, so that will be quite interesting, and I think that'll be money well spent to go ahead and do that. Obviously Mr. Toto wouldn't be able to go with me on that one, I doubt, which is a bit of a shame, because I would like to see how he would be sort of for a day or 2 days even, maybe on a narrowboat. So does that mean that this could actually happen? And it does actually at this moment in time. I'm now very seriously looking at boats that are currently up for sale on brokerage, and I've got 2 or 3 that do sound to be quite good, and I find very tempting, but obviously at this moment in time I can't do anything until my house goes up for sale and is sold. It will be a very big decision. I'm not saying it is going to happen. I'm not going to say at this point it's not going to happen. It's something I've wanted to do now for a few years, and if you want to see what made me interested in that idea as a dream, then you need to go back to one of the beginning ones where all is revealed. That I mean the vlog number 1 or 2, and you'll see that I actually viewed some boats there and then. Yeah, it's been a bit of a journey. But if it's going to happen, it needs to happen soon while I'm still young enough and hopefully fit enough to do things like the locks and all that jazz. I have already made the inquiry with Universal Credit, because watching a vlog last week, they had the chaplaincy of the inland waterways with them, who actually really gave me some very good advice that applied to me. And that was about Universal Credit. And Universal Credit apparently, due to according to your circumstances, can cover mooring fee and the license fee, which would be great if it covered that as well. Be a huge help, and that would definitely make it very viable. So we will see. I'm not jumping in any guns at this moment. I'm not getting any hopes up, but I've got a couple of boats that if I was able to do it tomorrow, I know what boats I would be going to have a viewing of. But I'm not going to waste anyone's time, including mine, at this moment in time until the end of October, when I will know a little bit more. Meanwhile, other news. Let's go that way. I think you're facing towards Chichester now behind me. What else has happened? Toto has been absolutely fantastic, absolutely brilliant. Couldn't ask for anything more. He is such a good boy. He's taken this one dog life very, very well. He seems very well behaved, no anxiety when I'm out. He's more than overjoyed when I come back, whether I've just put a bin bag in the wheelie bin or whether I've been out at work for 3, 4, 5 hours. I get the same welcome of him jumping up sort of waist high and wanting tickles and cuddles and everything else as soon as I get in the door. It's absolutely wonderful. Yeah, absolutely amazing how dogs change when circumstances change. That is the latest. I am liking to think I am a step or 2 closer for my dream to happen. I met a friend this morning, and indeed she said, you would be really happy on that boat, wouldn't you? And I have to tend to agree. I think I would be, as long as there's no financial worries, not too much anyway. So take it one step at a time. I'm keeping all options open, and indeed see what happens, mainly, especially towards the end of October, which sounds a long, long way away, but it isn't. It's only about 3 months, 4 months away. It'll be July, August, September, October. 3 months, 3 and a bit months away. and I should have an idea as to whether this is viable. Yes, of course I can carry on my cancer treatment at another hospital, or even travel down from the canals to it, but it's just a bit of aggro and quite a costly thing to do if that is going to be required. I'll leave you with a few photos, a few videos of things that have happened recently, and mainly most probably of cute Mr. Toto. I hope you're keeping well. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. That is the effect that Crick had on me this year. I was able to ask a lot of questions about converting boats to electric, and indeed getting an idea of cost and time span, etc., as well as having a look at a couple of new boats which are well out of my league. But you never know, someone has to win the lottery. Well, I guess you have to do it first. In the meantime, folks, you be kind to one another from here at Hayling in the UK on the south coast of Hampshire. God bless, be kind to one another, and until next week, be good. Bye.